Did I just hit 1,000 subscribers? Whoa! Seems like I hit 1,000 subscribers after 4 years of grinding, 2 channels, and I can't thank you guys enough for following me this long. It was excruciating, and I words can't describe the happiness that I'm feeling right now. I mean, having 1,000 subscribers, it's just not even in my pigment of imagination. Ever since I started, I'm not like some other hosts, other vloggers out there that I just don't push my channel onto your faces like, please subscribe right away like this. No, I try to minimalize that. I don't want to do anything like that. That's why, even without constant peer pressuring to you guys, I'm just thankful, and words can't describe. And over the past few years, everyone is just asking me what gears do I have, what gears have I used throughout the years, and I think this is the perfect time for me to expose it. And I might tell you my future later on after I showcase all my videos. So here we go. This used to be my editing rig, but unfortunately, because of some GPU problems, I stopped using it. I just use it for research purposes. So right now I'm showing you my current editing rig. I also use this for my OBS recordings. As you can see, my website right there. There's my camera, my Logitech C930E. That's what I use doing my OBS shots. And also I newly purchased this microphone, this NT1. And when I bought that NT1, it came with a microphone boom stand and also my audio interface, and that's my rig doing my OBS recordings starting from then on. Then my Focusrite audio interface that came with the microphone I just bought. Then of course my LED light right there. I only used it lately, but it works. Then this Samson headphones is just very cheap. I got it for free on Amazon, and I put a rubber band around it for transporting. And then this is my trusted anti-glare, anti-blue light glasses, my Gunnar Optiks Phantom. I bought this thing for the past 5 years and it still held up well. As you can see, those Major League Gaming logo on each side over there. I rarely use this printer, this all-in-one printer that I have here. I basically use it for scanning or printing some articles or some documents too. It's very handy because it's so easy to use, and it's been loyal to me. So along the years, these are all the smartphones that I've been using for documenting my vlogs, for my previous channels, and of course till today. And I will showcase them each based on my experience. And there you go. So this is my first ever camera that I used for my previous channel and to today. And as you can see, I used it using while I'm vlogging inside the car before. It's a very trusted device, but it's getting really old, and it's a miracle that the screen hasn't been cracked all these years. So it's time to retire. So one of my first trips back to the Philippines, this is the phone that I used. It was an Oppo F1F phone, And since the Galaxy S5 wasn't unlocked, so I use this phone. And also I use this as my backup phone or as my main camera phone. Sure, it did its job, but yeah, you know, the features are lacking, but it did the job. Then since then, the F1F was getting a little bit too slow and cumbersome to use. I use this A5S as a newer phone. It did a really good job, and I still use it as my backup camera phone whenever I'm here in the US. And it really does its job. It's very intuitive to use, yet the size is just decent. It also has a microphone jack too, so, and it's pretty decent, even though as a mid-level phone. I recently purchased this Galaxy S10 here in the US a couple of months ago because that Galaxy S5 is getting really annoying. So when I decided to purchase this, I needed a phone that will take me in the long run. That's why I bought the 1 terabyte version compared to the much less basic lower grade models. Since I can't afford to get a proper gimbal or it's too bulky, I use this Shoulderpod S1 camera holder. This has been with me for the past 5 or 6 years now, and it's been very helpful for me to take some shots when I was at some car shows and the like. It also has a weight underneath, and it can also be bolted on with other tripods and the like. And there's, as you can see with my Galaxy S10, S5, and with the Oppo F1F, it's really handy, so to keep my hands a little bit more stable, like a camera grip. And this is with the A5S. It can grab with most of the phones, as you can see right here. I'm also planning to get the S2 version of this model, and you can put some mics and LEDs along with your phone, and that's with the S10 right here. Very handy product. Here, as you can see, I'm gonna attach it to the Vixia tripod, and it works really well. It's a perfect selfie extension grip. I recommend the S1 as a very handy smartphone holder, especially if you're prioritizing of taking shots, whether if it's camera or videography on the field. Well, this is the only power bank that I carry around with me. It's the PowerCore Speed 20,000. It has a 20,000 mAh in it. It's very handy. It also has a quick charge feature. So when I'm traveling in a bike, this is what I use. It's the Amourno Bluetooth headset. And before this, I used to have an LG Tone Active, twice actually, before they phase it out. And I use this as basically like you can say it's like a Sena, my lonely version of a Sena headset. It does work. Very handy product. If I don't feel like listening to music, this is what I use for my ear protection. Take note, while riding a motorcycle, you slowly lose your hearing along the way. So that's why I wear this whenever I ride a bike. As you can see, it has a new logo. The new one has a new logo now, but it's almost the same thing. Here are all my memory cards and then hard drives that I use when I'm on the go or store all my videos. The only thing that is not included here is my 4 terabyte external hard drive that is in the Philippines at the moment, being recovered. And here are all my tripods and monopods that I use on the field, sometimes inside the home, but mostly on the field, because I need some, whenever I try to present something. I barely use any of these, My monopod, I use it as my tripod for my LED light, but that's besides the point. But I might as well, if I'm gonna buy a tripod, I might as well get the best of the best, Manfrotto, right? For mounting all my gear on a bike, this is what I use, or any car. This is what I have right here. These are all RAM mounts. These are not all of it. Some of the clamps are left in the Philippines. So this is all my GoPro recording gear besides the big camera whenever I'm on the field or installed in my helmet. So when you see me on a demo day, these are the things that I usually carry. As you can see, I have that wrench just to tighten those screws up. All the batteries, of course, all of them are inflated now. And there's basically everything that I need when I try to test a bike or a car whatsoever, except the camcorder. And this is my basic of the basic stuff, besides my riding gear or anything like that. So this is my really rugged camera right here, the XP85. Unfortunately, the mic on this thing really sucks, so I have to coordinate it with my voice recorder. It does the job. It has good image stabilization, very limited optical ability, but for waterproof B shots or extreme situations, this is what I use all the time. Pretty handy product, except with the microphone. Unlike other channels out there, I still use a GoPro Hero 1, and the reason why is that I can't afford to get a newer one back in 2016. And these two are very loyal, very durable, very reliable. I like the Hero 2 in particular simply because of its mic input. And this is my audio recorder. I also use this as I'm talking to you right now. This is the Tascam DR05, very reliable product, very slim profile. And then this is my lavalier mic on all my test rides on a bike, the ECM CS3. And this is an imported product. As you can see here, it's already has a wind muffs at some degree, but it works very well. And this is some of my ultimate combinations whenever I test ride a bike. See, it works really well. It's very durable. And then this is what I used to install it when I had my Shoei helmet. And there you go. Very clear, easy to use. So this is the camcorder I rarely use. This is the Vixia HFM31, and I used it when I was in Tagaytay featuring for my friend's channel out there. I rarely use it because it's kind of cumbersome, and for some reason it looks faded whenever I look at it. So this is my other lavalier mic. It's a powered microphone. This is what I used when I was in Tagaytay too. And I rarely use it because it's very long and very bulky to use. But whenever I use the camcorder, this is the only thing that I use to use as a lav mic. So jumping to my GoPro case, as you can see, I have anti-fog strips for humidity situations. And this is my waterproof GoPro case right here. And I use it whenever I do a taste test primarily. And this is my open case. This is not waterproof. As you can see, there's a hole on the side right there. I basically use it if I need a quick test run without using a voice recorder. This is only used with my Hero 2 GoPro, and that's it. And this is my only backpack that I take anywhere that I need to go with all my gear, clothes, whatsoever. I also also use this when I ride any bike, especially if I don't have a top case or a bike that doesn't have a top case. It fits everything. This is what I use whenever I go to Vegas, to Manila, and whatsoever. I purchased this back in the Philippines simply because if I test ride a bike without a top case, or if I don't have to carry much, this is the bag that I use. Or if I carry too much on my jeans, this is what I use too, to unload some of the stuff that I put in my pocket. This is my first ever riding jeans, the Scorpion XO Covert. It looks like a Levi's 504 at first, but this is a motorcycle grade CE rated riding jean. It has some abrasion resistance. I like the way this jeans work, but it's a little hot on warmer climates, but on a little cooler climates it's perfect. I like this jeans, would buy one again. So this is my riding shoes, my TCX XS. I got this used in the Philippines. I started with the Converse Compto work boots when I was doing MSF, and I also got an SMX3. Both the Converse and the Alpine Stars are in the Philippines right now, but this is the only one that I have here in the US at the moment. Very comfortable shoes. It feels like I'm wearing Nikes on this. This is sort of my iconic riding jacket, my Olympia Air Glide 5. I started with a built Calypso during my MSF days. I still use it once in a while. As you can see, it fits my DR05 right there. I like this jacket because it's perfect for hot weather. It breezes through like I was in my t-shirt, with the safety in mind. This is my third riding jacket. This is the Spidi Solar Net Tex. It's basically designed for naked bikes, and it's been good. It's been good to me. It has a very roomy pouch right there. I also use it while I was snack testing some bikes in Clark Speedway back then. It's not as ventilated as the Olympia jacket, but it's much more compact and easy to tote around on places. When things get scary at night, this is what I wear over my riding jackets. It's very helpful while riding at night, or if you're jogging or whatever. It has a Hi-Viz capability whatsoever. But sometimes it doesn't vent as much, so sometimes I don't use it. I'll just use my Olympia jacket with it. When I'm really lazy, I use these, well, with my t-shirt on here in the US. These are some arm sleeves. It protects from UV and everything like that. So this is my second ever helmet that I use right now. This is my first modular helmet too, and my first ADV helmet. It's been serving me really well. A little bulky and heavy and noisy. My first ever helmet was a Shoei X11. I bought it used back in my MSF days, but I left it in the Philippines because it doesn't fit in my bag anymore. But yeah, this helmet is very versatile. It's basically an 8-in-1 helmet. I can use it as a semi-motocross helmet or a scooter helmet whatsoever. But yeah, that's why I bought this, because it's so versatile, so modular. Also installed this GoPro mount on its beak. It's a prototype model from HANC in the Philippines. It does its job really well, but it needs to be corrected a little bit because it's kind of off. Before, I used to have a J mount on my X11 helmet using a glue gun and the double-sided tape. There's my Hyundai thermal bag. I got that from the LA Auto Show. It fits my helmets pretty well when I go back and forth from Manila or Las Vegas. Here's some various t-shirts that I got over the years. One from BMW, one from Biker Box, and then of course my Iron Man in the Philippines. And I got this in Christmas, the Ride shirt. In case if you guys don't know, I also write and draw too. I'm trying to write a script right now and do my own manga or something, or my dream is to put this into anime. As you can see, it has more diverse cars than some of the mangas that you're accustomed to, like Initial D, One Gun Midnight, or Fast and the Furious. And these are all my original creations, basically. Fictional land, but real cars, fictional guys too. But so that's what I'm trying to aim for. Yeah, I've been working on this since third year high school, but it's only recently that I learned how to draw anime style characters. Yeah, as you can see, all the characters, all the drawings that I did on my storyboard sheets and my original characters here and there, some Dodge Neons, B13 Sentras. Yeah, that's basically some of my long-term ambitions or something like that. The good thing about this story, it's like a tree. It expands as this series goes longer because I got so many parallel stories. Because in this series, there's no bad guys in here. There's more like each character, it's its own hero, but they just bump into each other. Everyone is a rival here. And you can see some box type Lancers, some GT500 Mustangs, some conceptual drawing arts, conceptual strips, girl with 3 personalities right there. Practicing here and there whenever I don't get the chance to edit, some conceptual drawings here and there. I try to, build this manga-verse that I've been doing while I don't feel like editing videos at all. It takes a lot of job, maybe. Hopefully, one day. There's my original design of the owner type jeepney and doing throughout the years in everything. I got many types of stories like paranormal love comedy series, some street racing drama, whatever, just conflicted person, someone has a crush here and there, typical anime setting, but with my own little taste here and there. As you can see, all my scripts in here and there. As you can see, there's a SRT4 with a Camaro right there, some of the incompleted drawings that I did, some character designs, some other side story ideas, some of my characters that I just designed, how each character drives with their vehicles, some pending characters, some pending police cars. You might see an SVO Mustang in there too, and then of course some muscle cars. Also, I'm not used to draw muscle cars per se, but all is good. Still practicing, even though I have little to no time to do any of this, but hopefully things go well as I draw away, designing different characters while writing the script, something like that. Then of course I try to create my own logo. So I hope you enjoy this kind of long video, but at least I showed you every gear that I have and also stuff that I'm planning to do in the future. When it comes to cameras, I'm thinking about getting either the Sony XV1 for basically pocket size, good quality camera there. I'm thinking about my next action cam will be the Insta360 and then also the Skydio 2, and so some fancy drones here and there. Everyone has been doing it, and also with some other stuff that I don't even have it on top of my head at the moment. Thank you again for watching this video. I know it's getting long already, but I'll see you guys next week for my next video. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out.